This one's not far out. Take it slow.
Let him go, let him go. If he's pulling, just hold on to the rod. Don't pump it.
You think that's going to be a salmon?
That's a good fish right there. So we've got a spoon bite going on right in it there. We put the Pautzke gel on it. We put the anchovy flavor on. We got a fish on.
Double, double. Shh. Uh-oh, look who's got a real one in now. Uh-oh.
Man, these things hurt. I usually like George reeling them in.
What if we get a triple?
Well.
Uh-oh.
So obviously this is summertime. We're right in front of the Toronto skyline, and the bite is on right now. It's a little bit choppy out here. It's gonna get way worse today. We know we only got a couple hours, but when you're having doubles like this, it doesn't matter how much time you have. You're gonna have a great time out here. And these two are gonna be reeling in fish for a while.
Oh, fish on! We got a triple! Oh my God, I can't even get it! Triple! Oh no, what do we do now?
Folks, we got a triple!
George, hurry up and reel that in! He's gonna bring this one in. Here comes one. Woo! Oh no! Bumble! George, reel, you're good. There's one.
Head up towards me. Right towards me, bud.
Got him. Oh. George of the jungle.
We got him.
Look at this monster. Monster. We got another one. We got another one.
Who's up? Who's up?
You are. Oh my gosh. Unreal.
And we got another one.
We got another one over here. George.
Still there.
George, there's a fish on there.
We just had a triple, and before we could get it in, we got another double. This fishery is insane.
There we go. We got a beautiful fish. That's a good 20+ pound king. That was on a spoon, a Wacom spoon. We coated it with the Pautzke gel, the anchovy flavor, and look at the results.
Look at the tail on that, George. It's going to be another good one.
That'll be a good double picture right there.
We're doing it. Number 2 for the day.
It's another big one, George. Another really good one.
This is what we want.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we got a pair of
Monsters.
right there.
This is what we want. That is bigger than the last one.
Wow.
What the?
Alrighty, some of these early bites. These are looking good. We got out here early. It's pretty overcast. It's a little dark out still, but these two monsters are worth it right here.
What about this one? Oh my
That's the
God.
one that hit the spoon right there.
We got the two buddies.
So here in Lake Ontario, on the Canadian side and on the American side, we have a world-class fishery right here in our backyard. Starting from April, fish are fired up in the shallows. They're biting real hungry. We've got great spoon bites, great crankbait bites in the shallows, as well as a deep program going off in various parts of the lake. As the water warms up through May, June, July, August, all the way up until the fall time where they start spawning, we have a fantastic meat bite. And I'm a big fan of the herring strips. In the industry, I'm always known to run a lot of meat on my program. So herring strips with fire brine, fantastic choices. Flies also work, spoons work. Some days the fishing may get a little slow. I'll run offshore with my clients. We'll pull in 20 to 40 steelhead per trip, including cohos and kings out in the blue zone. Blue zone is deeper water, more in the central basin of Lake Ontario. George, we got another one.
Welcome back, George.
Back in the game. Here we go. So we saw that fish actually go over to the fish finder. We went to the fish finder, took a look at it, and it chased over. We saw it following the bait, just came up, wham, grabbed it. George is on yet again. It's incredible bite out here in Toronto.
Pull up.
Got him.
Got him.
I'd like to go over the rods that we've been using on today's trip. So most salmon guys, of course, they're going to be running downriggers. So we'll talk about the downrigger rod. I've got an 8.6 Shimano Telora right here. The Dakota reel, I'm using a 600 line counter. I really like the high vis yellow line. I'm running 20-pound test. When the fleas get bad, you can put 30 or 40 just to eliminate the problem with the fleas. But I find 20-pound test is more than enough strength to get these big fish in. You can pull in 30+ pound fish with these. We've got a high-speed retrieve on that. That's a 6.2 to 1. Helps me get the fish in a little quicker. And when those fish are charging at you, that high-speed reel will be able to keep up with the charging fish. Fish, 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 fish! Big fish! Grab it, George. Hold on to the rod. Alright, I'm coming in, George. Alright.
He swam right into the net.
Swam right in. He made it easy.
Okay.
So today we had a lot of luck on our fire brined meat with the chartreuse dye. As you can see, I've got a beautiful strip here, lots of scales on them, good coloring on it. And right now I've got a John King head here. All I do is slip the bait straight into the head. I do have a round toothpick that we wedge it with. So put that right in, break it off on both ends. Place your hook just below the tail portion of your herring strip and you're ready to roll. So the reason I like brining my herring strips, they make them a lot firmer. I can give them really good color. A lot of times I catch multiple fish on the same strip. The other option is at the end of the day, when you're packing up and you've got a bunch of rods loaded with strips, you can always pull that strip out, put it in your bait box or back in your brine, use it again the next day. Kings will love it. So I'm going to show you guys today how I personally make strips out of my herring, how I brine them with the fire brine, and how I dye them with the fire dye. Okay, really simple process, easy to do, save a couple bucks in terms of making your own stuff, and these kings love it. As you can see in our videos, we've caught lots of kings. So here's the way I fillet my herring strips and put them in my brine. I simply take the knife, put it above the spinal cord of the herring, slide your knife a little angle down all the way towards the tail. Little cut behind the gill here, and you have one fillet done. Now to shape your herring strip, I take the innards out, real simple cut on one side, flip it to the other side, make another cut. There we go. Beautifully shaped herring strip. Got a little piece of tail left on it, which is great. Lots of scales left on. Simply put it into your fire brine, brine with your dye, preferred color of choice. Leave it in. I give it a good 12-24 hours. They firm up real good and they're ready to go for the next day. Prime time for big kings in Lake Ontario is end of May, June, July, and August. We stock well over 2 million salmon in Lake Ontario, both on the Canadian and American side. Plus we have some great natural reproduction rivers throughout Lake Ontario. So we always have approximately 10 million plus salmon in Lake Ontario at any given time.
Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors was a quick one, meaning Greg said, guys, I don't know if today's going to happen. We're going to wake up in the morning, we're going to meet at 5 a.m. and we're going to see if Mother Nature lets us go fishing. And the reason why is we had high winds kicking up.
And we were able to get in about 2 hours of fishing and catch, probably about a dozen salmon right here during the summer months in Toronto. Now we're right in front of the Toronto skyline, where some of the best fishing in all of the Great Lakes is found. Now all the fishing today came aboard with Gregg Amiel of Fishing Four Tails. And we used two things today. We used spoons coated in anchovy fire gel, and then we used mostly natural and chartreuse fire brine, fire dye herring. Obviously he cures everything up in clear, as he calls it. We call it natural fire brine. And then from there, he uses some natural and some with chartreuse fire dye to make that really bling in the water. Sure enough, that combination brought us a ton of fish here in the summer, right in the heart of the GTA.
Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.